Okay, this is Wing Rider. I'm just leaving O'Neill's Country Buffet. I got to go. I got this in the trunk of the Gold Wing here, and I'm going to go home and chow down instead of sitting in the restaurant there, which would have been okay, but I'd rather eat at home. Beautiful day to ride the Wing. Or not the Wing. That's my other motorcycle. This is the Honda Pacific Coast. I went to Ace Hardware and got in part one. You'll see where I left home in the Pacific Coast. Went to Ace Hardware, got some stuff for a project I'm working on in my woodworking shop. And while I'm here, it's close to lunchtime, I decided I'd stop in O'Neill's Country Buffet and get something to go from the buffet. And while I'm at it, ride the Honda Pacific Coast. My 2012 Gold Wing's fuel injected, but this one carbureted, so you need to run them every now and then. It's like April 18th or something like that. It's a Monday. And here in Florida, we don't have to store our bikes away for the winter like a lot of people do. Here I'm in short sleeves. It's like 70 degrees. It's beautiful weather. Beautiful. I hope the audio is okay. I switched mics for my GoPro. The other one was this cheap mic, and it was a little scratchy, I think. This one may be better. Little town like this, I love it. Madison, Florida. See American flags all over the place. Beautiful little town. I don't live too far outside of town. Yeah, there's another one. This North Florida, people still have, there's another one, people still have pretty good values, which is good to see. Not a lot of liberal idiots. Another one, American flag. People that walk on the American flag, they're too ignorant to understand what it really stands for. And every day they enjoy the freedom that this country provides, and that flag represents that freedom. It's not the flag's fault. It's not most of the citizens' fault that our government officials, our politicians, are screwing everything up. Their fathers and their grandfathers who fought in World War II and the wars and everything else, and they're probably rolling over in their graves at the stupidity that's going on in the U.S. government today. Don't get me started. Common sense is just gone. And liberals, John Wayne said it real good in an interview in like 1965 or 66. He said liberals have their own way of doing things, and if you don't agree with them and do things the way they do, then you're wrong, because your way is wrong. And that's what he said. He said he did not like liberals. You know, that's the thing about this country, is everybody has the freedom to choose. And some people don't choose very wisely, but that's their choice. That's their freedom to choose. And right now our government's trying to strip away a lot of our freedoms, which I don't see that happening. It used to be that that old saying, the government, you know, people shouldn't be afraid of the government should be afraid of the people. But when the people are a bunch of liberal democratic idiots who vote for the wrong politicians, and then you have crooked politicians and crooked voting, and things don't work the way they're supposed to. Anyway, enough of that. I'm out riding the PC 800, the 1990 Honda Pacific Coast. Beautiful, beautiful day. I wish I could ride all day. I need to get back to my woodworking shop for a project that I'm working on. I'm retired, but still I have obligations. And I needed some stuff from a hardware store, Ace Hardware, so I figured why not, instead of driving the truck, it was just a couple little things that I needed that'll fit in the trunk of the Pacific Coast, why not ride? So this Honda PC800 or Honda Pacific Coast is a fun machine to ride, low maintenance. I love my Gold Wing, 2012 Gold Wing. I don't want to just, every time I want to ride, I don't want to have to get it out and put miles on it. So I bought this one to play around with, and it's a lot of fun. But 2 motorcycles is enough. I kind of have the best of both worlds here. I have a trailer that I pull behind my Gold Wing, and this year, either August or September, the end of August through part of September, or in August, earlier, I plan a trip to the Blue Ridge Mountains. I'll hook the trailer behind the Gold Wing and go on a bike trip up there. And the reason I'm pulling the trailer is haul camping gear, so half the time I'm up there I can spend in campgrounds to save a lot of money. You can go through money real quick on a vacation staying in motels and inns and stuff. They will drain your finances pretty fast. But if you have the right camping gear and campground, you can save a lot of money. Plus it's a hell of a lot of fun. I need an air mattress and blankets and pillows and all that for my back and everything, so I have all that. A couple years ago, I went, when the Gold Wing was brand new, I went on a trip on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and I stayed in a campground called the Raccoon Holler Campground, not far from Mount Airy, North Carolina. I didn't have the trailer for the Gold Wing then, so I carried a tent, blanket, 1 pillow, all tucked in the saddlebags. That was about it. Some canned goods and other clothes in my clothes bag, and shaving cream, shampoo, all that stuff was in a bag on the back seat. But I ended up sleeping in the tent on the ground, and I woke up with my back hurting so bad it took me an hour to get it loosened up where I could even ride. Well, recently I did a 7-part series on a camping trip to the Swanee River State Park. If you go to my well, you're at my YouTube channel if you're watching this one, go to the recent videos that I did, a 7-part series, and you'll see the big air mattress, the tent and everything. It was really comfortable. And then I've got an electric fan, and if the campground doesn't have power, I've got a 12-volt air pump that I can use to pump up the air mattress with, plus an electric one, or you can just use a converter. But then I have the Coleman stove, Coleman lanterns. I can cook, I got light, everything, if it doesn't have power, which a couple of the campsites I plan to stay on Skyline Drive have bathroom facilities, but they don't have water or power. But then again, they're only like $15 a night. And it's cool up there in the Blue Ridge Mountains, so you don't have to worry about getting hot or a fan or anything. So we'll see how it works out. Anyway, this is Wing Rider. We'll talk to you later.